What a difference a couple of hours can make. It was a beautiful morning camped down by the banks of the Crooked River. Sun shining, blue skies, not even enough breeze to shake the cherry blossoms from their branches. So we're not expecting any trouble, mate?
Well, look, hopefully not, Rog. We've put a lot of time into preparation. We've made sure the vehicles are as good as they can be. We've got the correct recovery equipment on board. We're fortunate that we've got some good guys with good experience. Weather can change up here at a moment's notice as well, so as we talked about earlier, we need to make sure we're prepared for that.
Beautiful. All right, well, let's go, eh?
Great, fantastic. Good on you.
I've asked for a chainsaw, mate.
Okay.
Another tree.
Must be a good size one. As long as they keep landing on the ground and not on us, Roger.
Oh, mate, I'm just surprised there's not more down.
Well, that could be a big part of our afternoon, removing trees today. We've still got to get up and get through the snow as well before we drop into the cola, so it'll be a long day for us. It looks like we'll be relying on every bit of Pete's preparation today. The biggest storm to hit Victoria since Glenn Lazarus donned the purple Melbourne jersey has rolled through the national park, uprooting trees and snapping alpine ashes like toothpicks. Well, they're stuck and they're stuck. We've got half a dozen trees or a dozen trees in the space of 50 metres. Half the alpine forest is on the road. We've come too far to go back, so we've got to go through. But good bit of gear, some good mates who know what they're doing, and you can get yourself out of anything. As the high country serenity is broken by the sound of screaming two-stroke engines, it's a good opportunity to take a look at some of the gear we're using. I've always said a good chainsaw is a must-have in any four-wheel drive. Something at least 4 to 5 horsepower should get you out of most situations, but be sure to carry plenty of spares. And of course, don't forget a good supply of fuel, oil, and something you'll really appreciate if you've got a fallen forest to clear, a sharpener. After all, there are few things in life as useless as a blunt chainsaw. Under here, here and here, and then maybe 1, 2, 3. Of course, there's every chance you're going to come across fallen trees that are either too big to saw or, as often is the case, rotten to the core and full of ant mud, which is where a bar-mounted winch is your only option. Not one to do things by halves, Daniel's fitted his Ranger with the latest winch in the Warn lineup, a 9,500 pound XDC. Perfect for the sort of power garden we're doing today. Here we go again.
With a bit of practice, it's not long before you get in the swing of things. With a combination of sawing, winching, lifting, and of course baking, courtesy of the pie van from Snowy River.
Boys are like these.
While some people might look at this as a lot of hard work, for a bunch of blokes up for an adventure, this is heaven. And the constantly changing scenery, well, that's just a bonus. But with the sun starting to set and the IPF spotlights illuminating both the road ahead and the roadblocks, the descent down the backside of the range comes as a welcome sight. As is the nearby town of Hayfield, where the promise of a feed and a fireplace is enough to warm the cockles of our hearts and the tips of our frozen fingers. Look at our cars, they are just covered in mud. The chainsaws are blunt. We're nearly out of fuel. We've been 12 hours at the wheel. We're all completely buggered. We've had an incredible day. We've been through a windstorm, a rainstorm, every storm, and we've found this pub that's open. It's got hot food and a warm bed. What more could you want? What a great day. Coming up after the break, we've got our biggest climb yet, facing up to our final challenge, Snowy Mount Skiing, so stick around.